I'm gonna hurt him.
Okay, you ready? Kiss me, baby. 1. Yeah?
Yes.
Do it.
To have an alibi for why you used your gun.
Shit. You fucking shot me, man. Alright. You'll get a medal. Don't worry about it. Give me an inch. Hey. You wanna go to jail or you wanna go home?
Same thing that you said to the rapers.
Congratulations, son. You're gonna need a medal of battle for this. I didn't shoot a room full of cops that you did. A Los Angeles Police Department narcotics officer was killed today.
You're threatening him?
LAPD spokesperson said the officer is survived by his wife and infant child. Yeah, that's a picture.
That is the second time you pointed a gun at me. There will not be a third.
Damn, boy. That's what I'm talking about, Jake.
You pull this shit on me, man. I didn't sign up for this.
Okay, I know you're angry. Everybody, put your guns
I
down.
am. A lot.
Sometimes we gotta take this shit all the way. It's not like we do this every day, all right? It's just the nature of the business.
You're doing that? Not every day. You're doing that every hour, every fucking minute.
I mean, I thought you were man enough to handle this shit. I guess I was wrong.
No.
The officer says that you're
The real men talk like that.
You've been smoking PCP all day, haven't you? Huh? Remember?
You've been planning this all day?
I've been planning it all week, son.
I don't want you to get me wrong, you know? It's not because I'm mad and I hate this character that I don't like this movie. For sure, this movie is good at what it is, you know? This movie is good at saying, denouncing, showing what is bad, what is wrong, what is happening with bad cops, and the fact that the entire system is wrong and is encouraging that. In a way, I'm scared that they are encouraging it by showing that it's working and by pleasing some guys who are just gonna be like, yeah, so good.
Yeah, just make sure that bathtub is clean, though. Alright? You right?
What do you think?
Justifiable homicide and liable to be okay. Now, what happened was murder. And armed robbery.
Yep.
We had badges, so it's different. Take the money.
I already told you I'm not gonna take that. I'm not gonna take that.
Hey, don't just burn it, barbecue it, fish fry it. I don't give a fuck. The boys will feel better. You guys are fucking insane.
And ready to kill each other, to shoot each other.
Fucking tickets, you know. This summer, you can match what's in your head with what's going on in the real world. The better you're gonna feel.
I'm not in denial saying that this world doesn't exist. I'm just against the fact that it exists and people who are thinking and acting like him.
But you gotta change him from the inside, son.
No, you're not changing anything because you're acting the same. That's what I'm against.
I'm going to the head, okay? I'm gonna need 2 seconds to roll.
I've seen this one almost years.
Why?
Come on, this ain't gonna shoot nobody. You know? Ooh. Oh, yeah. You know what you do is you aim, kind of like that. I'm just playing with you.
The bullet? Take back the bullet?
There's nothing out there for you.
He let you with this guy?
Alonzo. Pulled off a miracle on him. Times are tight. Saved up a lot of cash.
Did he pay you to kill him?
Last week in Vegas, some Russian starts talking shit. Alonzo just smacked him. He just asked to death. He's into the Russians for a minute. Nobody thought he could get cash that big.
He did.
Close the door. It's gonna get out.
You get his money for his house. Hold up.
Come on, hurry up.
The girl you saved.
Your little cousin or what?
Tell him.
That girl's being raped.
Alright, I saw these 2 fucking drug addicts attacking her, and I stopped them, man. I swear to God, I stopped them. I have a little girl. Doing it.
It's about me bullshit.
I gotta jump by these 2 crackheads. Well, I think they wanted to like rape me or something.
This cop came.
He came out of nowhere and they almost killed him though, but he kicked their ass.
What's that on the truth? What's the truth, girl? Listen to yeah, shit on.
Because he did something right, he's not gonna be killed. That's the lesson. I'm beginning to love the lesson of this movie.
You know the shit was your business, right?
Yes. Alonzo is a big deal, and I want him to be punished, to be arrested. But I'm not sure of how we can do that. Because we have to do it. It's not gonna be okay with you staying alive.
I'm here for Alonzo.
They're tired of him, they're gonna let you do your thing.
Is he at home?
In the bedroom.
He's in the bedroom.
Do you want me to call my mom?
No, I don't. I want you to find a good hiding spot. Do you have a favorite one? Favorite place to hide?
The closet.
Right here in the closet. That's perfect.
You against the wall. Move real slow, keep your hands where I can see them. Once you put that money in that bag.
You want to arrest him, you don't want to kill him.
You made it. You passed the test. You were knocked. You were in.
Oh, shut the fuck up! You didn't plan that.
So you're gonna hook me and book me, huh? You're the one that was making the dust, Jake. You're the one that ran out like a maniac, and you're the one that shot Roger. You got no witnesses. Who your fucking witnesses, huh? Roger? Smiley? You think my troops are gonna help you? No. Where's your evidence, huh?
It's right there.
You see what I see, Jake? Officer Hoyt, job number 1, preserve life.
No, mío. Ese cucuy. Te va a pegar. Cucuy.
You're using your son. Thank you so much for protecting the kid.
Alright, let me see your hands. Come on. You can't see them.
Careful with the gun. Come on, a little fake speech about life. Come on. You're gonna be late for your meeting.
First time who puts one in his head, I'll make you a rich man, but want to get paid.
None of them is gonna protect you.
They're not like you. I'm not like you. That's good, Jay.
Huh?
What you gonna do? You gonna shoot me?
You on bust your cherry killing a cop?
There it is, Jake. You ain't never killed nobody before, have you? It ain't like stepping on ants, Jake. Takes a man to kill. Keep me right there.
Somebody drop this fool for me.
You got us twisted, homie. You gotta put your own work in around here.
If you want to kill each other, just kill each other. He's not gonna do it for you.
I'm gonna get that gun, and then I'm gonna get that money. And you ain't gonna do a damn thing, because you ain't gonna shoot no cop in the back, are you? I'm gonna leave you got it in you, Jake. I'm gonna go get it right now.
Next one will kill you.
Oh, son of a bitch.
He wanted to stop you right there.
Shot me in the ass. Okay, wait.
That's a good humiliation.
You gonna take my own money from me,
I
huh?
told you that's my evidence. You wanna go to jail, you wanna go home.
That's very cool, Jake. You don't deserve this.
Jay, go ahead and bounce on me. Get up out of here. We got your back.
Jake, come back here! Jake, you
you thought
You'll
that
never see the
for
light.
so
Who the
long.
fuck you think you fucking with? I'm the police. Shit. Oh fuck. I'm winning anyway.
No.
I'm winning.
What now? The Russians, no matter what, you were dead. I prefer that, you know, in a way. Because the guy who didn't do anything bad didn't have to do anything bad. And I'm talking about also that gang, you know, these people in red.
Person said Officer Alonzo Harris, who survived by his wife and 3 sons.
But no matter what, he was protected at the end, covered by the system. That movie was good. For sure, that movie was really good. I enjoyed it. Even if you saw me getting mad a lot of times during this movie, I loved that movie. Don't get me wrong with that. I love everything about that movie, how it was done, I mean by that, how it was filmed. I think that I said out loud just one time, you know, that I noticed a movement of camera which was interesting, but in fact a lot of time I was surprised that they used, you know, good movements of camera, good travelings, good things, you know, to film it. I didn't say it out loud, but because I was too preoccupied by what was happening and what they were saying. But for sure, how it was filmed during several moments during this movie, I was surprised by it, because I was surprised to see it, you know, into a movie like that, for a movie like that. I was surprised for a dark police movie action thing, you know, they would do that, play with that. I was surprised by it, but it was good, really good. And I loved this movie also because of this casting, because even if you saw me getting mad at the characters, for sure, all of this casting was playing these characters really well, including, you know, Alonzo. For sure, you have to be an amazing actor to play a character like him, so the casting was perfect. How it was filmed, it was really cool. And the story, how it was written, it was also really well done. Even if, I'm gonna come back to it, you know, at the end, I mean later, even if I'm not so sure that all of the viewers got, you know, the same message, the same lesson at the end of this movie. And that's what maybe is bothering me a little, and it's making me think that I loved this movie, but I'm not sure that I loved it for the same reasons that maybe some people loved it. For the story, all of that long training day, I love the fact that we are discovering little by little Alonzo's real intentions. I mean, during all of this time, he was playing something, he was making a plan, and we are discovering it little by little. All of that story about the Russians, about what happened in Vegas, about the fact that he had to pay them, about the conclusion of the movie, of that story. We are discovering it little by little, and I love the fact that we are discovering it little by little, you know, how they put clues, you know, like that all along the movie. It was not said out loud since the beginning. We are really following a normal journey, you know, for this guy, for what is happening right there. So it was cool to see it like that, to see it like Jake, you know, to discover all of that like Jake is discovering it. The fact that we have that evolution for Alonzo during the movie, the fact that we have that evolution for Jake during the movie, like all of that was so well written, their evolutions and the evolution of the story with that. At first it's just a training day, you know, with a dickhead, and at the end you're being played. He made all of his plan to trap you into it, to trap you into his team, but at the end to trap you also by killing you for his plan to succeed and all. So all of that was so well written because it was subtle, it was not something that we could have guessed since the beginning. Since the beginning we guessed, you know, their intentions, I mean by that, their moods, their characters, their principles, and for the other one, like the fact that he had no principles. For that, okay, we had their characters since the beginning, but how it would end and the situation, the plan, all of that, we add that little by little, and it was really well written. Again, it was subtle, it was not something just said like that out loud, and also it was really cool how it was written. But yes, what is bothering me, it's the message that maybe people didn't get or got differently. You know, during all of the movie, Alonzo is repeating that all of that system, it's like that, and you can't fight it, you just have to be a part of it, you just have to accept it, and because you're accepting it, you can play with it, so maybe you can do things right. And that's so wrong, and that's so not true also, you know, to think like that. I mean, I understand his logic and I understand everything around that, but it's not okay, because I don't agree with the fact that you have to do bad things to arrest bad guys because it's the right method, because the system is like that. You're participating to that system by doing that, and I don't believe into good guy, bad guy things. I don't believe into that, but I still believe into the fact that the end justifies the means. No, for me it's not good at all. It's not like that it's functioning. You have to have still some morals, some values, some principles. And for me at the end, the movie is saying that because Jake, because he did the right thing, because he protected that girl who was raped, he was not killed by these guys, because he did the right thing also by trying to arrest Alonzo and not to kill him. The gang intervened also, you know, to protect him, to help him, because they saw that he was a good cop, they saw that he didn't want to kill Alonzo, he couldn't do it, he just wanted to do his job, so they intervened to stop the situation, to tell to Jake, just get out, to tell to Alonzo, we're not gonna kill you, but just get out also, like nothing is gonna happen. And at the end, Alonzo is being killed not because of Jake, not because of that gang, you know, not because of this entire situation, but because at the beginning of everything, in Vegas with the Russians, he did something wrong, and you know, it's bad guys killing someone bad because something bad happened. Do you understand what I mean? So for me, the movie, at the end, is saying to Alonzo that he was wrong the entire time, because, okay, the system is broken, for sure, okay, the system is bad, and you know, the fact that at the end he was covered, you know, by a lie again, because also, you know, Alonzo was protected and covered by big guys, big law guys, and he was working for them. The system is broken for sure, but someone who is not accepting it, who is not gonna accept to play a part into that broken system, is gonna survive, is gonna continue to do his job right, he doesn't have to do his job wrong, and people on the bad side like this gang, they can see it, they can understand it, they can respect him for that. I'm not gonna say that because of that he's gonna stay alive each time, you know, but the ones who were supposed to kill him, the ones who had the opportunity to kill him in exchange of money, they didn't do it because both of this group, both of these gangs, they saw that it was someone good, that he was doing the right thing, he wants to be a good cop, doing the right things, arresting the persons, you know, the real persons doing stuff bad. So because of that, they didn't kill him each time. These two gangs, they didn't intervene. So for me, the conclusion, you know, for that movie, it's that Alonzo, all of what he said about this system being broken and all, it's right. But the fact that you have to participate to this system to do things bad because the system is bad, that's wrong, because Jake didn't do it, and Jake survived, and Jake proved it to these two gangs who didn't kill him, who didn't do anything wrong against him. Do you understand what I mean? And Alonzo, on the contrary, was killed, was punished because of his actions by bad people. So that's the message that I'm getting out of this movie, you know, because I can see that process, I can see that evolution for Alonzo and for Jake. I can put them in parallel. I can analyze how it's written. I can analyze that conclusion and all. You know, for people like me who don't believe into what Alonzo was saying, it's natural, you know, to think like that, to think about that movie like that, and to see that evolution, to see that conclusion. I'm not sure that someone who thinks like Alonzo is gonna see that. I have the impression that someone who thinks like Alonzo is gonna have the impression that this movie is just confirming everything, you know, is just confirming to him, to her, that yes, the system is broken. See, some cops, they're gonna be covered no matter what by the system, you know, even if they did something bad, you know, at the end of the day, the news, everyone is gonna think that Alonzo was a good guy, that he was killed during that horrent moment and all. The system is broken, bad cops are covered by that broken system when they are doing things bad, but also when they are getting killed and all. At the end of the day, the system is still broken. Cops are participating to it and are being covered, and they are also taking advantage from it, you know, with the money situation and all. I have the impression that a part of this movie, a big part of this movie, can be analyzed and interpreted by people to say that Alonzo is right. So see, that's what I'm a little afraid of and I'm not okay with, the fact that the process of the movie and the conclusion of it is saying that Alonzo is wrong, but a big part of this movie is going with Alonzo's speech, and people who don't want to pay attention to the process and to the conclusion, they really can, and they can just stay on, see, this movie is showing how the world is functioning, the fact that the world is broken. Which is the case. But this movie is also showing that at the end of the day, it's not right, and at the end of the day, participating to this broken system, it's not good, and you're gonna pay for it at some point, no matter what. But it's easy to forget this conclusion, to not see the process. So that's why I love this movie, because of how it was played, how it was filmed, and how it was written, and for the process and the conclusion of the movie. But I'm afraid of some people, some guys, let's be honest, who are just gonna be like, that's it, the world is like that, and you have to be bad like these cops to survive into a world like that. We know it. I'm really afraid, you know, if I'm going on IMDb or other websites like that, to see comments and reviews about people saying like, what a fucking good movie it is to denounce that broken system and to prove that you have to be dirty and bad like them to survive into that fucking world. No, because at the end Alonzo doesn't survive and Jake survives. You missed the point of this movie, you missed the process and the conclusion. But yes, it was a good movie. I'm glad that I watched it. I understand why it's a classic movie. I'm not sure that it can be a movie that you're gonna watch and rewatch and, you know, again and again. I'm not sure that it's that kind of classic movie. But it's a classic movie for really, yes, the message, the story, and it represents so many movies, you know, which were out during that period of time, and I think that it's one of the best movies, that type of movies during that period of time, that it's a reason why it became a classic. Do you understand what I mean? Okay, it was cool. I'm glad that I discovered that movie, and I'm glad that I discovered it with you. And again, don't get me wrong, I got mad a lot of time, but at the end, I love this movie. It's a good one. Okay, tell me what did you think about it the first time that you watched it, and tell me if you saw that process, that conclusion, if you got it or not, and what was your first impression, you know, after this movie. Did you see all of that or not? And what do you think of it? What do you think of this movie denouncing that broken system? For that it's true, we can all agree on that, but Do you think that it's encouraging it or it's denouncing it and it's proving at the end that it's not functioning? Tell me. For me, it's the case. Okay, it's all for you and for me for today. So it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Great.